Hello guys, and welcome back to today's class. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so, and ensure to like and share this video. We'll be learning how to draft the basic sleeve pattern, and I know you will love it. Let's go straight into today's video. To draft the basic sleeve pattern, we'll need to first draw our grain line. The grain line will be the midpoint to make the pattern, okay? And to do this, we'll have to measure the sleeve length. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll be making a long sleeve, and the length of the sleeve is 23 inches. I'll just draw a line, 23-inch length, on my pattern paper, and this will serve as my grain line for this project, okay? Once we've measured our sleeve length, we'll now need to input our bicep measurement, our elbow, and the wrist measurement, okay? And to measure the bicep measurement, we'll have to measure 5 inches from the top. This works for most of my clients, and when working for a plus size, you may want to increase it to 5.5 or 6 inches. From my bicep to my elbow is 8 inches. Okay, it's not the same for everyone, so kindly measure yours to mark the point you would want the elbow to be, okay? So mine is 8 inches, and I've marked that at this point, and this is my bicep and my wrist. So I'll just input the circumference or the dimensions of my bicep, my elbow, and my wrist. The bicep is just the upper arm, okay, and it's the biggest part of your arm. Now, if you measure around your bicep, the circumference you get, you're going to input it here. And since this is our grain line, we're going to be dividing it into two to apply one part of the circumference on this side and the other on the other side. I hope this makes sense. So my bicep measurement is 14 inches. Now I'm going to apply 14 inches at this point. So to do this, I will apply 7 to the right and 7 to the left. So that's what I mean by that. So that's my bicep measurement. Now on my elbow, I'm going to also apply my elbow measurement, which is 12 inches. So to apply that, I'll apply 6 to the right and 6 to the left. Okay, so that's 12 inches. Now on my wrist circumference is 9 inches. So I apply 4.5 on both sides of this pattern. So this is basically the dimensions for this sleeve, and I'll just connect these points. Once you've connected this point, you need to also link this bicep point with the top of your sleeve to form your sleeve cap or sleeve curve. Okay, so we're going to be forming a sleeve curve, the part that fits on the armhole. So once you've got this, you need to derive the midpoint of this straight line. I'm measuring that I got 9 inches, so we're going to derive the midpoint of 9 inches, and that will be 4.5 inches. So I've marked that here. Now you also derive the midpoint of this 4.5 inches, which is going to be 2.25. So we're going to measure 2.25 at this point, and we're going to mark that here. Okay, now we're going to do the same on this side. We'll measure and derive the midpoint, which is 9 inches. So we're going to apply 4.5, which is the midpoint, and 2.25, which is half of that. Okay, so now we've divided this way. And we're going to label them. This is our elbow, this is our wrist, and this is our bicep. Now, once we've achieved this, we're going to be creating our curve using these points that we marked. Okay, so from this point, we're going to decide which side we want to be our front pattern and which side we want to be our back pattern. So we're going to be making here our back pattern, and we're going to be making here the front pattern. Once you've done this, it will be easy for you to know which parts you curve more and which part will have the deepest curve. Okay, so now for our back pattern, we need to extend this point out by 1 inch. Okay, once you've marked your 1 inch at this point, then on the down part we're going to measure 1/4 of an inch, which is 0.25. Okay, so that's what we're going to apply at this midpoint. That's at this point we marked here. So we're applying 0.25. Now we use our ruler to link this point up from the midpoint of the first part where we marked 1 inch. We're going to connect that point by 1 inch to meet at this midpoint we marked here. Okay, so that's the midpoint we marked. So we're going to connect this using our 1 inch. Then we're going to connect that point by 0.25. I hope this makes sense. So that's our back pattern. And now for the front pattern, we're going to also extend this point by 0.75, okay, to that point. Then at this midpoint, we're going to come in by 0.75 as well, okay. That's 3/4 of an inch. We link up this top to that side and the other one as well. So now we're going to cut this out, okay. The front part is usually deeper than the back, okay. That is to eliminate all the folds and to accommodate the bust perfectly, and to eliminate all the folds as well as accommodate the curved part of your bust, okay. Now once you have this is your basic sleeve block. You can decide to add your seam allowance to the sides before cutting, or you cut that and use it as a block, and each time you're cutting on your fabric you just add your seam allowance on the points. So whichever way you want to do it is still okay. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. This will notify you once I put up a new video. Expect new videos every week on my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!